are tracking power outages across Charlotte this morning as more rain moves through our area. Just moments ago, Duke Energy updated its outage map. Right now, there are roughly 3,000 customers waking up without power. That's down from more than 10,000 earlier this morning. The good news, though, those outage numbers are dropping fast. With more on the rain on the way, many are wondering how Duke Energy can stay ahead of it.
Joining us live now to talk more is Duke Energy spokesperson Logan Stewart. Logan, as always, thanks for taking time. Good to see you. Happy Friday. What's the most pressing place as far as some of these outages as it stands right now at 8:43?
Yeah, good morning, guys. Well, as is typical kind of with these spring storms and, of course, living where we do with lots of vegetation, we saw a lot of trees down last night, and that was kind of the big story of the night. So some big trees down. It took out some of our primary lines, which is why we had greater numbers. So I heard you mention the 10,000. I know I was up at 4 a.m. because of thunder. By then it was down to about 9,000, and then we saw it drop over the morning as our crews got out there, assess it, and started making those repairs. But, just all in all, it was a good night. We've worked quickly, safely to get those back on. And it was helped by, we have this smart self-healing technology, which helps reroute outages. That's currently serving about 60% of our customers, and we hope to increase that in the years to come.
And that Logan, our meteorologist, has been saying all morning this storm and the overnight rainfall was really kind of just location dependent. Some people saw inches of rain, some not even an inch. Yeah. Where are you guys seeing the majority of the outages?
It is Mecklenburg County, funny enough. We've got lots of counties, of course, around Mecklenburg, but highly concentrated in Mecklenburg County. We saw a lot kind of near the airport, a lot in University. I know there is one in the University area they're working on, I believe near IBM Drive. It's about 500 customers, but the pole and the lines impacted were down a really steep embankment. So they've got to get down there, get a tree crew to get the tree off the line before we can actually do our part to get the lines back up. So it's challenges like that we run into that kind of takes it into later in the day. So even though it's not raining right now, just know that crews are out there responding. It's just some of these heavy trees we've got to get off the lines before we can do our part to get the power back on.
We know from experience some folks actually, do their due diligence and have, chargers ready and generators and things like that. And some people might actually be watching us right now, even though their power's out, they're watching on their phone. Give them some indication. How long do you think till power's back on for just about everybody?
This should not be a multi-day outage. This is the kind of thing we're going to work through the day. A lot of times with our vegetation partners, so the tree crews, you'll see them out there getting the trees off the line. So that's kind of the big thing today is getting those trees off. In some cases, we've got some broken poles. Some of our infrastructure was actually damaged by lightning last night. So a few hours, I'm going to say into the afternoon, but we hope to wrap up all of that today. We just, again, ask for patience, know that our crews are working hard to get the power back on.
And Logan, can you address the safety concerns? We're talking about a number of down lines because of these trees. Some people may have generators, as Ben mentioned too, their chargers. Talk about the safety minds and things that folks should keep in mind.
Sure. A lot of people do have generators. Those can be a great tool to have when the power goes out. Just make sure you're using it in a well-ventilated space. Of course, that's not inside a home, not inside a garage, common sense kind of things. Downed lines, we do with storms like this sometimes have lines that are down on the ground. And if you're out walking, if your kids are out, you're walking your dog, you see those lines, please stay away because we consider all lines that are downed energized and dangerous because we just don't know. And so until we can get our crews out, to every single spot where lines are down, you've just got to take precaution when you're out there. Definitely report those lines to us and just, use caution when you're outside. Some places there might be a little bit of standing flood water, same kind of thing. If your kids are splashing and there's lines down, that's something you definitely want to take caution around.
And the best way for folks to get real-time updates from you guys?
Absolutely. We've got a live outage map. It's on our website, duke-energy.com. Just look for the outage map. Make sure to, we're just starting storm season, so it's important to make sure your customer information is up to date with Duke Energy, number one. Number two, check out our outage map. Also, if you happen to go out of power, whether it's today or in the future, we always want you to report it. And the best way to do that is text OUT, O-U-T, to 57801.
And of course, give the crews the space they need to get this work done. Right. Everybody wants
Absolutely.
To get that power back on.
That's right.
All right, Logan Stewart, thanks so much from Duke Energy joining us this morning to discuss those outages.